everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we are playing with, guess what, new makeup. If you haven't been to my channel before, you won't understand why I said it like that. I've been slowly working my way through all the things that I picked up during a couple of hauls. Mid-March? I'm getting through. I'm pretty close to being done with all the quote new things, which means the summer editions will drop immediately. So let me pull my hair back and I'll tell you what we're looking at today. So we have the Kojendo Moisture Foundation. This is not in any way new to the market, guys, but I have never tried it before. I love the Aqua Foundation, the Kojendo Aqua Foundation. I love that, like absolutely love that one. I think that one looks great on. So this will be new for me, but I do like the Kojendo line of products. The Spa Water is literally holy grail product for me, and would recommend it to anyone. So I picked it up in 012. We'll check out if that shade works for me. Then I have the Westman Atelier highlighter. This is in Brulee, I believe. Yep, this is in Brulee, so we'll try that out. I have a new Natasha Denona lip liner. I'm gonna try out the Penny Beige Gucci lipstick. I have a Danessa Myricks blush. I think it's I forgot what you can do it on your eyes, your cheeks, your lips. I'm gonna use it on my cheeks today as the blush. Bronzer, I'm gonna use the new, well, it's not new, but it's new to me, Tom Ford Glow Bronzer in Gold Dust. I picked this up at my CCO haul that I showed you guys, and I really like it. It's so funny because I've been using Terra. Terra has been my go-to for, oh, I don't even know, more than, I mean, like 10 years. And I never tried the Gold Dust because I was always like, oh, it's gonna be too warm, I'm not gonna like it. And it is warm, but it's it's like a gorgeous glowy, anyway, you'll see it if you haven't seen it before. I have the Sicily loose powder. Thank you to, oh my goodness, I'll put it below, who told me that, and she told me how to pronounce it, and then I forgot. Irese means shimmer or glow. Anyway, I'll put down below. She was kind enough to let me know what it means and how to pronounce it, and I screwed it up anyway. But anyway, tells you how prepared I am today. So we're gonna use that. I've used the powder a couple of times, but again, I wanna keep using it. My thoughts together on what I think of it. And then for the eye, we're gonna do a simple eye today. I'm gonna use the waterproof liner from Chanel in Noir Intense. So it's a deep, deep black. And the Dior Cosmopolite. Now, this shade is one of my favorite shades, like, of all time. It's a single shade from Dior, and I'm pretty sure all of these are being discontinued, and the new formula is the single mono shadows that I've started showing you guys. I have 5 of them. Michelle Wong had on her channel that she got them in PR, and so she got all 20 of them. I'm gonna assume they are discontinuing the old monos and you're gonna get the new monos. I think that's what's happening. And Cosmopolite is just, you'll see, it's a stunning, stunning shade. So what I've done is I'm gonna do a look for you guys today. It is available in some places. I will link to it if I can, but I'm also gonna do a giveaway for all you guys. I have the Cosmopolite, another one, for you guys. So all you'll have to do to enter is follow me on this channel and put a comment down below with your Instagram name and, you know, why you want it. Because you love the shade, or you love Dior, or you just want to try the old formula or whatever. And I'll put down the dates about the giveaway. And I just thought it was a nice way to, again, continue the 1-year anniversary stuff. Do something for Dior because I hadn't done a Dior one yet. And this Cosmopolite shade is just a beautiful shade, and if they're getting rid of it, Michelle Wong mentioned on her channel, and I don't remember which shade it was, that there was a shade that was similar, but I don't think that one's been released yet. She mentioned on her channel which one it was, but I'll be honest, I don't remember. So let's dive in with the foundation first. I'll bring you in a little bit closer. And I didn't mention this in the intro, but I'll be using the Bite Beauty Upswing Mascara in the look today. Okay, so that's the foundation. Pretty thick, pretty creamy. Yeah, shade match looks good. Maybe a little light, but that's okay. It's a squeezy tube, so I wasn't sure how much to put on. I'll put on a little bit more. I have my brows done with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the ABH brow pomade, brow wax, brow something, that I did for my Nailed It series. I showed you what that looked like. I'm working with it. Like, I'm learning how to use it. The trick, in my opinion, is to use less. Less is more in this case. And you need to go over it if you have sparse brows like I do at this point of my life, with a waxy pencil. A powdery pencil, like the Gucci one, at least on my skin with my hair, is not working. Because over the wax, it just won't deposit. It's too soft, and so it won't deposit color. Now, maybe that's because my skin is really dry, or who knows? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I'll keep trying, but I have not been able to get the Gucci pencil to deposit any color on top of the ABH brow wax. The brow wax works perfectly. It works exactly like it's supposed to. It holds your brows in place. I wore it the other day for like 9 hours. I'm not joking. I slept, I took a nap. This was a Saturday. I took a nap and I fell asleep. I kind of sleep like sideways a lot of times, like on my face, and the brows did not move. Now, that day I used probably a little bit too much wax, I will say, but they did not move. My brows did not move, like, at all. So it does exactly what it's supposed to. The problem is, I think by itself, it really only works for people who have full brows. If you have sparse brows because you lived through the 90s and you tweezed off half your hair, you're gonna have spaces in between. So you have to go back in and fill them in. If you try to do it before, the wax takes off the color. So you either have to go back, you have to go in first with some kind of, not permanent, but you know what I mean, like a waterproof marker or something, like pen, or you have to go in after you put the wax on. And the problem is, once you put the wax on, if you try to put anything over it, it doesn't work because you've got a waxy surface and it won't let you. So you have to take a waxy pencil. So the pencil that I used is a NYX product. It's actually NYX Professional Makeup Fill and Fluff. And there's a waxy pencil on one end. I have it in Auburn. And then the other end has this toothbrush type, like, I don't like the toothbrush type of applicators, I'll be honest. So I go back in with the spoolie and just push it back down. But that's what I have today. And it does work. So I do like it. It's just like a lot of steps. I will tell you, in all transparency, I'm getting my brows done. I'm getting them microbladed. I'm waiting until I get vaccinated. So hopefully May, June time period, you'll see it live on the channel. I mean, you won't see the actual microblading, but you'll see before and after. So that's coming. Okay, so my face feels a little tacky, which is great for someone like me who's so dry. It actually feels good. Like, it feels hydrated. I think the coverage is really good. I'm gonna go in a little bit more, see if we can build. It's always good to see because I have rosacea. I also need to see my dermatologist about getting laser treatments. I got some questions about that. So there's all different types of laser treatments, varying types of lasers that go from, you're out of commission for a week because you've, burnt off a layer of skin and you need special treatment like creams and stuff, to lasers that, yeah, you're a little pink for a while, but I mean, Now, I get very, very red from the treatment, even the low-level lasers, But I have very sensitive skin. I'm very dry. I'm very pale. So, it really does depend. To discuss it with your doctor. Make sure you go to somebody who is, like, really well trained in using lasers. There are all kinds of certifications and stuff out there, but it's a laser on your face. Please. And again, you do whatever you want to do. It's your face, but I encourage you to find the best rated, someone who's done it a lot. The person who I go to is, you know, like double certified. She's basically a plastic surgeon. I mean, it's over the top. I know I don't need to do that, but you know, for me, for my own comfort, that's who I go to, and she does an amazing job. When I get it done, eventually, again, wait till I get vaccinated, you'll see, like, my skin will look very red, and like I feel like a Triscuit. You know what? Everyone out there's probably too young to know what a Triscuit is, but Triscuits are like these old crackers, and they have this very texturized, grainy feel to them, and that's how your skin feels for about a week, and then it all kind of sloughs off, and it looks amazing. You look glowy, and then for me, I do it for the broken capillaries that are in here, because that's really the only way to get to that level to help remove them. Anybody who tells you that you can use a cream or something for broken capillaries is lying to you. It's under a layer of skin. I am not a dermatologist, so I won't go into the whole epidermis and what I can't do that. Sean K. Beauty can do that. I can't do that. But I will say that to get to the level where you're destroying a broken capillary, it's not going to work with over-the-counter stuff. There are new at-home lasers that I understand do work over time, but you have to do it so consistently and for so much longer that for me, I'd rather, frankly, just spend the money, go to a good doctor and have it done. And I get it done like twice a year, or I was until, you know, everything happened. Okay, let's go in with the highlighter first. So this is the Westman Atelier Brulee. This is available on Sephora. I will be doing a Sephora sale cart really, really soon. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the sale cart in a just a regular video, but I'm gonna do the haul in a live. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and that'll be coming up soon. Okay, because the sale starts the 9th for VIB. So let's go ahead and use this on the skin. So for those of you who were concerned with the Brulee being too deep, because technically it's the deepest of the highlighters, for Westman Atelier, you're fine. I'm very pale, as we've discussed, and it's not at all too deep. It's definitely deeper than the Nectar or the clear one, the one that's clear, but it's fine. It has a warmth to it, as you saw in my hand. If you think of a Brulee, you know, it has that kind of shade, but it's not nearly as deep as it looks in the packaging. So that is the Brulee. These are great. I mean, I love these sticks, and I like the Westman Atelier line. I think the ingredients are really good. I never have problems with breakouts. I never have problems with reactions. I can travel with them. You know, I really like their line and pretty much everything in it. So okay, so then let's use the bronzer next, and then we'll use the Danessa Myricks last. So I'm using a new brush. This is the Refer 22 bronzer brush. I've been saying for a while now that I'll swatch the gold dust for you in a second, that I've been trying to find a replacement for the Tom Ford bronzer brush that I've had. And I don't even know how long I've had it. That's the scary thing. A really long time, guys. I mean, really long. Super long. Because now they have the same shape, but the brush is now synthetic. Now, again, I want to say to everybody out there who does not buy natural hair brushes, there's many reasons not to buy natural hair brushes, and all your reasons and ideas are valid because they are yours, and that's fine. My sister's vegan, and she absolutely only uses synthetic brushes, and synthetic brushes can be great, and I have some, and I'm trying out new ones that I absolutely love. But the new versions of the Tom Ford are all synthetic, and the brush is not the same. I have tried it now. A friend of mine lent it to me. It does not work the same. So I'm not against finding a synthetic brush that works the same, but again, The new one doesn't. It's not like the old brush. It just isn't. So I'm trying to find a brush that will replace that brush, synthetic, natural hair, otherwise, but the shape is probably the biggest thing, and then the bristles have to be a certain type of bristle. And I have yet to find anything that works quite the same. This Refer brush, I haven't used that much yet, so, you know, I can't really comment. I will say, so far, it does seem to be working really well. Does it work the same as the Tom Ford? No. But what I would also say is I've had the Tom Ford for so long that it has what they call, and I think I've said this in other videos, and some of you might have been like, what the heck does that mean? It has bloomed. And so what happens with brushes over time is they spread. Just natural use of the brush and the fact that it's been in a holder. So this brush, and I'm pushing on it, may end up looking almost identical to this brush. Not exactly, I mean, it's not exact, but it may be very similar. So I want to give it time to do that, and I want to give it a fair shot. So we'll see. But at the moment, I like it, and I think it's a good brush. And if you're so interested in picking it up, Refer was running sales, and they had like 40% off like one brush, and they had a couple of other things. So, you know, check out their site and see what you think. Okay, so that is the Brulee and Gold Dust. I did that on purpose. I put the Brulee down first because I wanted you to see you can put this powder over the cream and it still looks great. Or you can put the cream over the bronzer. I mean, it doesn't matter. The brush works really well, it blends, and the products work really well. The Westman Atelier and the Tom Ford, in the sense that you can put one on top of the other and there's not, you know, it's not like the bronzer like moves the highlighter, or the highlighter moves the bronzer. It just, they're good products that work with practically any other product, which I love. Okay, so, oh, I didn't swatch that for you, sorry. Gold Dust. And like I said, guys, this is definitely a warm bronzer, but it's really pretty. I really like it. I'm not sure if they're discontinuing it. Tom Ford seems to be discontinuing a bunch of things. Who knows? Okay, so this is the Danessa Myricks Skin Vision Flush, and I got it in Nutcracker, mostly because of the name, I'll be honest. But I liked the shade because it's like a rosy brown. But here's the thing, and I know this from I'm using other Danessa Myricks products. You can shear this out really easily. I put a lot on so you could see it. And I haven't even sheared it out that much yet. This is a pretty dark shade, as you saw in my hand, but I'm gonna do just like the tiniest bit here, and I think you'll see really quickly how easily this blends out, and how beautiful it looks. And I really like her products because I think they give a versatility, you know, like you can use these for so many different things. You could use it on the lips, you could use it on the eyes, and there's so many different shades that you can choose from. Like I said, I picked this because I like a brownie, pinky, it's a cool, that's what I was looking for, a cool undertone. And I like She's So LA from Patrick Ta for that very reason. It has like a brown, and you know, there's not too many that have brown, and I like that. Now, not everybody likes that, but you know, Danessa Myricks has lots of shades that are very, very pink or very, very coral or whatever your thing is. So you can see really quickly. Look how, I mean, that's, you know, it's certainly not too deep for my skin tone. Now, what I like to do when I do like cream, and I go back in with the sponge that I used for my foundation, and if I don't use a sponge, like if I use a brush that day, then I'll just use a dampened beauty blender. Sometimes I'll just use my fingers, but I feel like this kind of smooths everything out. and it's a beautiful look. I mean, again, I really like Danessa's products. The Vision Flush, this is Nutcracker. I want to get a bunch more shades. The shades that I really wanted at the time, I think were sold out. But I'll go back again. Sephora sale coming up soon. Okay, my face feels a little tacky, but nothing problematic. So let's do the eye look. I want to show you Cosmopolite. If you've never seen this shade before, it's so pretty. And you're all gonna be like, well, why don't you use it? And to be honest, the reason I don't use it is I don't see it anywhere. I mean, that's one swatch. Look at that. Now, I do have a bunch of Dior singles. I don't know if you guys are interested in seeing all of them. They're the old formula. I mean, I'm happy to show them to you. Let me know. Let me know what you want me to do. So I'm happy to do that. But again, it's the old formula, so they might be harder to find. I know they're still available on some sites. It's, like I said, it's kind of hit or miss. So I'm going in with the F05. This is the Kojendo Silver Fox? I forget what this one is. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in broad sweep of color. I don't have a primer on today. I just wanted to show you. So if you hear any ruckus about, I mean, we've already heard, and I did a video about the blushes, Chanel blushes. I think you'll start to hear a similar conversation around the Dior Shadows. Maybe not, we'll see. The Dior Shadows don't have as much of a cult status as the Chanel blushes do. But there are many people, at least in the circles that I follow, that really do love the mono shadows that already exist and probably aren't, I mean, I know some aren't happy with the reformulation and the way that they've changed the names. Like, so like I have Gold Star in one of the new ones. It's a glitter formulation. I don't believe glitter was one that they had before, and if they did, it was before I started using them, because it's possible like way back they had glitter and they, you know, I don't know. But I don't remember that being a formula. Maybe, but I don't remember it. So, you know, I think there's gonna be some people who love the new formulas and some people who don't like it, blah, 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 blah. There always is. So this is 658 Cosmopolite. And just so you know, it still has the 6 month, it had the 6 month, you know, goes bad in 6 months thing. I've had it for more than 6 months. Way more than 6 months. So just putting that out there. Let me show you the shade really close up before I put any liner on. So this is one of my favorite, like, one and done kind of shadows. I think you can see why. Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen with the Dior reformulation or the new, I guess, I don't know if it's a reformulation, it's the new mono shadows. Yeah. This is Noir Intense from Chanel. This is the waterproof liners I've used a million times. This is a black liner. There's not, you know, there's not a lot here. I'm basically going the waterline of the top lash line first. So I love these liners. My favorite shade was a shade called Black Shimmer. It was black, but it had a shimmer to it. Really creative naming, I know. And they got rid of it. And I did not buy any backups because, like we've talked about, they did not tell anyone that they were getting rid of it. And I'm pretty sure it was a popular shade. But anyway, that's the way it goes. And like I said, I mean, it's makeup. I'm not gonna buy backups of everything. That's just crazy. But, you know, things that are truly favorites that you use like every day, you know, if it's gonna keep a while, like these eyeliner pencils or something, there's nothing wrong with getting a few. I mean, just saying. Anyway, so I do like this. This is Noir Intense. And I'm gonna smudge it out just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And because I just wanted to show you like a simple eye look using the Cosmopolite, and I'm gonna do the giveaway so you guys can have a Cosmopolite of your own if you don't already own it. All right, let's put on some mascara. This is the Bite Beauty Upswing, and I have used this before, and I've been using it pretty much this and the Merit mascara, very different mascaras. I try not to use too many different mascaras at the same time. One, because mascaras go bad, you know, so quickly that I don't like to have too many open at once. But I also like to try new mascaras for you guys. So that's why those mini mascaras are great. I love having, you know, some mini mascaras that I can try out. I have a few that I am trying. And then of course I have my Chantecaille that I go back to pretty much like every 2 weeks or so. I'll just go back and use Chantecaille mascara for like 2 weeks. If you're not familiar with that mascara, that is the Fossil's Longest Lash Mascara, and it's got peptides in it that basically help your lashes, the growth of your lashes, the health of your lashes, and it's also a great mascara, but I use it kind of as like a conditioning treatment for my lashes for about 2 weeks. You need to use it for like 2 weeks to see a real difference, or I feel like you do. I mean, maybe you don't need to use it that long, but you know, before you actually see a difference in your lashes. But I feel like it strengthens them, lengthens them, it helps them grow, and it looks nice while I'm using it, so that's all good. All right, so that's what the Upswing mascara looks like, and I did that real time. I didn't speed it up so you guys could see it. It's really good mascara. The issue with this mascara is that the wand is enormous. It's huge. So for me, I can use it on my top lashes and it's great, and I love it, and I've been using it, like I said, a lot. But I really can't use it on my bottom lashes because it's too big. So what I use on my bottom lashes when I use the Upswing is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. This is a really tiny little brush. Come on, focus. There we go. So this works really, really well for bottom lashes. You can use it on all your lashes, upper and lower. It gives, like, it gets every single lash. So if you are somebody who likes like a lengthening mascara that gets every lash, this will do it. And this has been around, for a while. All right. I used to share when I worked for Chanel. Well, I worked at different parts. I did different jobs at Chanel. But when I worked the first time for Chanel, I shared space with MAC. And it was really interesting because there's such different, I mean, at the time especially, there were such different lines. But I picked up so many MAC products that I really did love. And so there are actually many MAC products that I still really like and use, but I know they're not as popular as they were in the day. Anyway, so that is the Upswing and the Giga Black. I think you can see they're both great products for, you know, what it is you're looking to use them for. Okay, so we're at lips. And I could use the Danessa Myricks for lips, but I want to show you all these new things and I need to get through them, frankly. All right, so we're gonna use the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Lip in Dana. That's Dana. Really pretty shade. I really like the Natasha Denona lip crayons, lip liners, whatever you want to call them. I think they work really well, and they go on. They're very creamy. It's easy to put them on. Really, really like them. All right, so next we're going to use the Sicily powder. So I like to use the powder before I do the lips. Now, I don't use powder that often. We've had this conversation. If you're new to my channel, dry skin. But I want to use a little bit today because I want you guys to see it, because this is a relatively new powder to me, but I do really like it. It's a very expensive powder, which is why I had never picked it up before, because I don't need a lot of powder because I'm so dry. So I was kind of like, do I spend that much on powder? I'm just going to put like little bits here, and then this is the La Mer powder brush. There we go. The thing I like about this powder is that it doesn't over mattify. It actually has, as the lovely woman who explained, rosacea, or however I'm supposed to be pronouncing it, said, it basically means like shimmer, glow, whatever. So you do have that to it. The powder, it does mattify a little, so it takes off some of the shine, but it leaves the glow. Do you know what I mean? Like, so even if you're an oily person, oily person, if you have oily skin, I have friends who have oily skin and they hate any type of glow. Like they want matte. But usually as they get older, so like I'm about to be 49, even if you have oilier skin, as you get older, you still want some glow because you do lose a little bit of that as you age. Your skin can be a little bit more dull. I'm not saying everybody's is. It's just that, you know, you're losing some collagen, etc. So as you get older, the drier, more mattified your skin looks, it can actually age you. So a powder like this, that has like a glow to it, I personally think is more flattering for someone with more mature skin, whether you're dry or whether you're oily. This powder I think would work. If you are incredibly oily, maybe this isn't mattifying enough for you. I mean, you'd have to try it. But again, for someone like me, I think it's a really beautiful powder. All right, last but not least, Penny Beige from Gucci. And I have been saying I was gonna use this for quite some time. So let's try it out. Penny Beige. So I'd say two things. One, it comes off a little less coppery than I would have thought. Now that could be the liner. In fact, let's try it. Let me take off the lipstick and use it without the liner. Let's see what it looks like by itself. Okay, let's try it by itself. Because I think that liner, although I really like the Dana liner, I think it might be too brown with this shade. Let's try. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Okay, I like this more by itself. So, two things I'd say. On my hand, it goes pinker. On my lips, it has more of a almost like golden kind of shade. Like it's got a little bit of shimmer in it. This is a satin. And it doesn't really look coppery. When I think of Penny, I think more of that copper shade. But this goes more beige. Now, it's not a problem. I really do like it. But what I would do is I might take a shade like the Chanel Rose Natural. I'll have to play around with it. I mean, that's the thing. Like, different lip liners with different lipsticks can totally change the look. Like, absolutely. So let's try a little bit of the Rose Natural over this and see what we think. I would like to try a little bit more with the Rose Natural underneath and the lip on top, but I do like it better. You see how it's like it's a little cooler. It's not so beige on my lips. Now again, it's gonna depend on your coloring, but I do really like the shade. It's a very good neutral. It's very pretty. It's very smoothing. Like, it's good for your more mature lips. But I would say when I see it on me, it looks more beige than it does copper, like a penny. Okay guys, a final look for today. Love the foundation. The foundation is great. I think the shade is great. This is 012, works really well. Very creamy, looks great on the skin. Really like that. The Boulet highlighter, I think we can all agree that it's doing its job. You can see how reflective it is. It's really, really pretty. And as I said, I really think that the shade looks much, much deeper in the casing than it does on the skin. Now that may be actually an opposite problem if you have a much deeper skin tone and you're looking for something darker, but I think it's gonna be okay because it's a highlighter. But again, something to keep in mind. The Danessa Myricks Vision Flush, awesome, love this. You know, like I said, a similar thing, you know, it looks really deep in the whatever cylinder, but once it goes on the skin, you can diffuse it out however you need to, whether you want to keep it a deeper shade or really blend it out. I mean, that's really up to you. It's a really great product, blended right in, over powder, just gorgeous. The bronzer is the Gold Dust. I really like it. I mean, it's a different look. It's gold dust, so it's supposed to be warm and has like a shimmer to it, whereas the Terra is not that at all. So it's a different look for me, but you know, I kind of enjoy it. And with the Cosmopolite, I feel like it's a good blend, because the Cosmopolite is definitely shimmery and has sort of a golden hue to it, which again, I just love that shade. So yeah, I love everything I tried. The Dana lip liner is definitely, as you saw, like a warmer shade. I really like it, but be careful what you mix it with. The Penny Beige, I really like the shade. I think it's very pretty. It's a really good warm nude for me, but just be aware, it's not really coppery. I thought Penny Beige, it was gonna be more coppery, and it's not. It just isn't. So I like the shade, but it's not necessarily what I thought it was gonna be. My brows, like I said, I'm still playing around with them, trying to figure out how this ABH wax works. I think for me, I'm gonna really like it a lot better once I get my eyebrows microbladed and they look fuller. Is that it for today? I think that's it for today, guys. I think that's it. Okay. So thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. The Dior Cosmopolite giveaway. Details will be in the description box with dates and all that good stuff. You just have to be subscribed to the channel, and in the comments below, put a way for me to contact you. Email, Instagram, and tell me why why you're interested in having one. And US and Canada for now. I think those things are going to change soon, guys. I really have hope that in the next couple months, you know, things will be a little bit different. If you're asking why specifically with the shipping, so I'm doing the shipping. I'm going to the post office and just shipping myself. And I have been told, at least where I am, that they can't guarantee stuff is going to get to you, basically, outside the US and Canada. Like, or when. And what I don't want to have happen is you get all excited about something, it gets lost in the mail, or it never gets to you. Yeah, that's real. I mean, that's where we're at. I am gonna do a giveaway soon. I'm gonna want another milestone where I think what I'll do is like have it be like Selfridges or something, so that, you know, I'll pick a product or something like that, or a price point or something on Selfridges, as long as Selfridges delivers to that area, then you could get it, or something like that, because then I'd have more confidence that it would actually get to the person. Or maybe hopefully in the next couple months, this won't be as big of a issue. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I'll have updates soon on all the products that I've been trying, and you know, what I think of them and how they've held up and all that good stuff. So coming soon. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.